Hey everyone, it's Daniel Brother Barbaris. Sorry for the long delay. We're finally getting to our Mecum 2509 lab setup. We're going to be installing Windows Server 2025 Data Center. Windows 11 Enterprise will be deployed as two client PCs once we get OSD set up. We'll be installing SQL Server 2022 and not 2025, and the reason why is there are some incompatibilities and some issues that SQL Server 2025 have not yet addressed. We'll be using the newest version of SQL Server Management Studio, and because reporting services has been replaced, we are using Power BI Report Server. The installation is almost exactly the same. We'll be using the December Windows ADK and WinPE add-ons, the Configuration Manager current branch 2409, and then we'll be upgrading to 2509. In this lab series, we'll be creating two domain controllers, a network gateway, our certificate authority server, and then our configuration management uh, primary site server. Okay, so that's our introduction. We'll be deploying a test server and then those two client machines. So we'll close this here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a few directories. Now, if you followed along with any of my other videos before, choose your fastest drive. I'm using my F drive. You can place that here on your script. These will be downloaded in the description text of this video. We're going to right click on Start, Terminal Admin. Okay, what we'll do is we'll copy from the exit all the way up to the F drive here. It's going to create two folders, one for our Windows Server 2025 and one for Windows 11. Okay, we'll create those, exit. Now we can verify that by going to our lab F drive, and you'll see the two folders created here. Now we'll open Explorer from the taskbar. We'll click on our meatball menu here, click on Options, the View tab, and make sure Hide Extensions for Known File Types is unchecked. Click OK and close File Explorer. We're going to open up any browser you'd like. I'm going to be using Edge, but you can use Chrome, Firefox, whichever you'd like, okay? Now, I believe in Chrome and Edge. Uh, the meatball menu is like this. I believe it's vertical in Firefox. So just click on the meatball menu, click on Settings. You'll see downloads on all three browsers. Now, on, I believe it's Firefox, you'll have to scroll down and there's an actual setting that is the same as this ask where to save each file before downloading. Make sure that is on and we can close this settings, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab Notepad++, so we don't have to use Notepad, and I can give you line numbers to follow along with, okay? Now, if you have it already on your machine, don't worry about the step. You can also upgrade it if you'd like to. You can right-click on Terminal Admin, say winget upgrade notepad++ dash dot notepad++ dash force, and that will upgrade it to the newest version if you don't have the newest version. Okay, so we'll just copy this URL, paste it here. You'll see double lock update security. Click on that. Go down here to installer. I'm going to click open. It's going to say please select language. Go ahead and select your language. Next. I agree. Next. Next. Install. We're going to uncheck this box here, click finish, and then I'm going to click the trash can icon right here to delete that file. I'm going to click on start, type notepad++, and run as administrator. Okay, it's going to bring this up. First thing we're going to do, we're right here, settings. We're going to go to preferences, backup. I'm going to uncheck remember current session for next launch. Under File Association, I'm going to click on Notepad. Then I'm going to double click .txt. Okay, I'm going to go to dark mode. And I'm just going to say follow Windows. Click Close. File, Open, and I'm going to reopen this file that we have here. So I have this downloaded here to my CM lab and my prerequisites folder, our file there. Okay, so there we go. And then I can close Notepad just like this. I'm going to bring this over here and expand it. Okay, so if you're following along, we have just closed Notepad. We opened this file, and now we're going to grab our SQL Server 2025 evaluation ISO. So double click on that. It should open in your favorite browser. You're going to see English United States, 64-bit edition. Choose your language. Click there. I'm going to click Save As, and we're going to go to our fastest drive. So I have my F drive. We're going to see that Microsoft Server 2025 folder, and we'll click Save there. Okay. The next one we're going to do is we're going to grab our Windows 11 ISO. So double click here. Okay. You're going to go down a little bit where it says download Windows 11 disk image ISO for x64 devices. There's a drop down here. So you see Windows 11 multi-edition ISO for x64 devices. Click on that right here on line 101. Click confirm. Okay. You're going to see select the product language. In the drop down, choose your language. I'm going to do United States here, English. Confirm. And then you'll see download Windows 11 English or whatever language you chose. 64-bit download. Click on that. We're going to click Save As, Lab, and Windows 11 25H2. Click Save, and it should start downloading. While that's working, we're going to get our VMware Workstation 25H2. So we're going to go to support.broadcom.com/group/ECX free downloads. Double click on that. Now, if you don't have an account, you'll have to create a free one. Okay, I happen to have one. So next, and then we're going to put in our password. Sign in. I'm going to go to My Downloads here. You'll see free software downloads available here. Click. Okay. Now we're going to go scroll down here to VMware Workstation Pro. We're right here if you're following along. You'll see VMware Workstation Pro 25H2 for Windows. The newest version is 25H2 Update 1. Click on that. Now a box will come up and ask you to agree to the terms and conditions. You're going to click that terms and conditions and you're going to agree to it. Then you're going to close that additional tab that'll open and then you can click on this cloud icon. So you'll click that. Downloads there. We're going to click open. Okay, give that a few moments. Our two ISOs are done downloading. And you'll see the installation come up like that. Give that a few moments. There it is. You'll see it behind here. So we'll click next. I accept. We're right here if you're following along. Next, next, next. We're going to unclick the Join the VMware Customer Experience Improvement Program. Next. Uncheck the desktop icon. Next. Install. There we go. Give that a few moments. Shouldn't take too long. I'll come back when that's ready. Oh, well, I didn't have to wait too long. So there we go. Finish. I'm going to click Start, and I'm going to type VMware Workstation. Okay. I'm going to pin to the taskbar. Okay. And you'll see the icon here. Or we're following along right here. I'm just going to move it over here where I'd like it. Okay. And now we can click the trash can icon here. And we're going to get the newest VMware tools, which will replace the ones that are already installed on here. So we're going to look for the VMware Tools Windows 13.010-25056151 ISO. Okay, so you'll click on that. Okay, then we're going to click Save As. We're going to click on the F drive, and I'm going to rename this to windows.iso, like so. Then I'm going to click the folder icon next to that, or right here if you're following along. Then I'm going to shift right click it, click cut. I'm going to browse to C, Program Files x86, down to VMware Workstation. I'm going to hold down my control key, press V. It's going to ask me if I want to replace that. I'm going to say yes and continue. And now we replaced the older version of the tools with the newest one. We're going to close File Explorer, and we're going to close Edge. And that's it for the prerequisites video. I'll see you in the next one.